Welcome to Some Awesome Films. I'm Rob. I got it marked on the map here. We're doing knife flights. Our first buildings are right here. So what we're going for is we're doing a knife flight between buildings. So right now we're going through that big building there and the one on the other side of it. So not this black one, but the white one there you can kind of see. So I'm going to loop it around and get this one done. So knife flights are where you fly sideways and, you know, maintain that. So kind of like what I'm doing here, but without the turning. So I'll show you. Our first one, we've got to do 15 of these. There's 15 different buildings. So the first one, that white building there, and the big one, let's go through there, knife flight through there, and that'll be number one. Cha-ching, ticked off. Number two is in the exact same spot, except it's the little white building, and the building opposite that one that we're going to knife flight through. So if we're coming back, just turn around. So we're going through these two buildings here, the one with the crane, and through here. We maintain it, and that's number two. Number three. Alright, we're going over here. Near the beach sort of area. There is two little buildings that we have to knife flight through. You can see them from here. There they are. That's easy, right? We can do this. Surely. Though I'm coming in. Oh, I mucked it up. I feel like I mucked it up. Not comfortable. Nah, way too high. Way too high. That's alright. If you spin it around, we can get this one. May as well go from the other side. This one... some of them require you to go from the right direction so that you don't crash. But this one's pretty easy. You can do it from anyway. There we go. So now let's lower ourselves. And cha-ching, there's number three. Number four, not too far from that one. Just over here. You can see it's about there on the map. So, number four, those ones there. That big white building and the parking garage. We're going to knife flight through them. So we got to be low if we want it to count, because the parking garage is quite small. So here we go. Feeling comfortable? Here we go. Is that knifing? There we go. Little buildings. Whee! There we go. That was a tricky one. They were really low buildings, but we made it. Number five. Pretty much in the same area. Just down here. Where these things connecting. There are two in this spot. There is, you see those buildings there? The black one, the white one, the big one, and the little one there, they are the ones we have to knife flight through. So there's actually two there. So depending on the direction you come, you can get them both at the same time. But if you're going from south to north, you're probably gonna muck it up, or at least you might actually you probably could get it, but I mucked it up. I'm gonna muck this one up, but I'm gonna show you it so we can see that you actually get it ticked off. So I went this way, and I mucked it up because I went down. I pushed the wrong button. I wanted to go up. I was like, ah, idiot. Nice work, brains. And crashed that one. So there was number five. Number six, if you're going to get them both, just fly through both of them and you get it. So I'm actually going to get number five and six again here. Though number five won't pop up, it'll say just six. So here we go. We're going to go from this direction. Doesn't really matter what direction you go from. This way is a bit easier, because if you're going the other way, you may crash into that building right there. The one with the little extra building on it. So I'm going to go this way. Skim this building, and then we're going to go through these two. So this is number six, bam, and this is number five, bam, or number five and six, depending what order you're going in. Number seven, not too far from the other ones, you'll see these two buildings here. There's two real skyscrapers here, out by themselves. They're the only skyscrapers in the area, like just off from where we were. So there's where we were, right in front of us. Now we're going to spin around from them and go east. We'll see these two buildings, knife flight through these ones, and you'll have number seven. Skyscrapers are so much easier to fly through. Less risk of crashing. Number eight, we're going up here. This is a little bit of a tricky one. So they're kind of low. So we're going to go through these two, over the parking garage. There's like a fountain and stuff. And there's number eight. Bam, we did it. Beautiful. Number nine. We're going to go over here. This is where we kind of get a little tricky, because there's a whole bunch of buildings now. So now we're going for basically all the skyscrapers in a way. So the first ones we're going to go for is the IAA building here and the FIB. You can knock off like three here. So if you went through this one and then you if you were lower, you could go through these two to the right there, these two, and then the next two, and you would knock off another two. But that was way too high. and I was unaware that I could do that. So I'm going to go for number 10 separately. So let's do these all differently. So we are heading in a north direction right now. So now we're heading west. So we're in the west. We're going to go spin it around very slowly and try and get as nice, smooth, low angle. Some of these are really low. So we want to get as low as we can and as comfortable as we can before we attempt them. So I'm going to slowly spin around. There's the bridge and the airport's just to my right. So now we're heading almost north, about north. So now we're heading north. So I'm going to go over the top of this little building here, and I'm actually going to go down and over between these two buildings right here. So I'm going to go through these ones and then these ones, and that'll be 10 and 11. Easy. Now number 12. This one we're going to knock out 12 and 13, and that'll be it for this area. So be happy. So we are going east right now, and I'm going to spin around. There's a Piraeus building, or Penrith. Didn't actually read it, I wasn't really paying attention, I'll be honest. So now we're going to go west. We're going to go from east to west, and we're going to go around here. Got this big pointy building. We're actually going to go around this one, through this one. That's going to count. Cha-ching. And then this one's going to count over the parking garage thing, and that is 12 and 13. Now number 14, all the way over here at the top, is near the like the Chinese theater. So those buildings that we just flew over are the ones we're going for. So we're going to go directly over the theater, and then we're going to knife it through the buildings just opposite the theater. Let's spin this around. There's a nice Vinewood sign. So we're going south. We're going to fly south over the top of the theater. So we'll line this up, and those two buildings are really low, so we're going to get really low through them. We don't want to crash that one. There's number 14. Number 15 is the Titus Gap. So it's right here, like a block over from the last one we did. So I'm going to go from north to south. It's finally daytime because I crashed and died. Terrible, tragic. But now I'm coming from my hangar with my little plane. Pretty much easily to line this up is coming from the north. It's the safest way. So right in front of me you can see two sets of buildings, and then the buildings opposite that. You can see a tiny gap that I'm kind of heading towards directly right now. That is the gap we're going for. The tiny gap. So this tiny gap here is what we need to go through. There we go. That's number 15. We did it. You got all the knife flights, hopefully. Hopefully you didn't crash too much, and you can enjoy your day and enjoy happy flying.